Hi, everybody. If anyone's there, I got cut off earlier because I had music playing. So I started a new live stream. And I hope you guys come back. Okay. I think we're good. Go ahead and put it on. Make sure you have your props, your blocks, a towel, maybe some water. And I'm back. Happy Friday. So if you've been doing a lot of what I've been doing, you've been watching a lot of Netflix, and maybe you got out today and maybe not, but we're going to start a little bit different today with some pretty big stretches because probably you are feeling a little bit tight and tighter than usual from maybe the inactivity that's happening in your world. So make your way there. Your most comfortable child's pose. And then just recognize how you're breathing. And take some deep breaths. We're not going to be here long because we are going to start just with some passive stretches. So some deep breaths to expand the lungs, expand the ribs, the diaphragm. Try to create some space in your head as you connect with your breath. And then let your breath settle. And remember that as you're practicing, the most important part of your practice, or one of, is staying connected to your breath and keeping a steady, calm rhythm to your breathing. So do that now. Breathe in a way that feels helpful. Breathe in a way that you can try to maintain throughout your whole practice. So you're breathing in and out through your nose. Your mouth is closed. And maybe it's a 4 or 5 count inhale. And then the exhale is the same. And then come forward all the way onto your bellies and rest. Put your arms out to a T and put your left cheek on the floor, on the mat. So your arms straight out, right and left. Take a few breaths here, just relaxing. And you're going to bend your right knee, bend your right arm so your right hand comes underneath your shoulder. Push onto the left side of your body. The left arm stays out to side. And you land on the left side of your body. Maybe grab a block for support underneath the head. The right foot lands behind the left leg, and maybe the right arm goes up. And then let the right arm fall back behind you, or maybe your hands meet. Right hand finds the left. And pay attention to what you're feeling in the left shoulder. And then relax and breathe. Be here. Unwind, come back to center, take a couple breaths there, both arms out to a T. Put your right cheek on the floor. Then bend your left arm, put the hand underneath the shoulder, bend your left leg, roll over onto your right side, Use the block if you need support underneath your head. Same thing, the left foot lands behind the right side, the right leg, and then the left arm goes up, maybe, and falls back behind you. And then pay attention to the right shoulder, the right arm. Possibly push your right hand into the floor. Makes it a little bit more intense. And then just breathe, relax. Come back to center. Both arms out to a T. Put your chin or forehead on the floor and just take a few more breaths here. Bring your hands underneath your shoulders, push up to table pose. If you want to, you can do a few cat-cows on your own or just make your way straight into downward facing dog. And then eventually everybody downward facing dog. So your feet maybe 4 or 5 inches apart. Push your heels toward the floor. Have a bend in your knees, but try to straighten your back before you straighten your legs. So straight line from the hands, the wrists to the hips. Relax your neck and let your head fall. We end this way, right? But we're coming into resting neck pigeon pose. So land the right shin behind the hands. Go slow. If you've been sitting a lot, your hips are going to be tight. And then make your way toward the floor. Support your head on something, either the floor, your hands, your block. Try to relax and breathe. Soften your face, your fingers, your toes, your ribs, your breath. Release out of it, come back to downward facing dog. Pause for a moment. And then lift the left leg just a little bit, bring the knee to the chest, land the left shin behind the hands. And then when you're ready, you go slow, just fold toward the floor. Support your head, floor, hands, or block. One final breath here, pigeon pose. And then come back again, downward facing dog. One breath here, breathe in, and exhale. Look forward to the hands and walk your feet there. And then lift the spine, straighten the spine, lift halfway. Keep the knees soft and fold down. Again, inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, fold. Rise up to standing, breathing in, arms up, and then exhale, come right back down, forward fold. We're gonna do 3 Surya Namaskar A's, 3 B's, and then move on to the standing sequence of the primary series. So basic. Lift halfway, inhaling, and then exhale, step back to down dog for the first one. Go forward to plank pose, inhale. Keep the head looking forward, eyes forward, and lower halfway, Chaturanga Dandasana, exhaling. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. We're going to take 3 breaths here. Breathe in and exhale. Again, inhale and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Look up, go forward on your inhale. Feet to the hands and exhale, fold down. Rise up, inhaling. And exhale, fold right back down. Lift halfway, inhale. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. And exhale, Adho Mukha, downward facing dog. Again, 3 breaths. Breathe in. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale, 3. Look forward, step or float your feet to your hands. Inhaling. And exhale, fold down. Rise up, breathing in. Last day, exhale, fold down. Inhale, lift halfway. And exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. And exhale, push back. Hips up, down dog. Inhale. And exhale. Again, inhale. And exhale. Last one here, inhale. And exhale. Eyes up, feet come forward. Breathing in, straighten your spine. Exhale, fold down. Inhale, rise up. And exhale, we're going to sit Utkatasana. Inhale, look up and reach up, sit low. Exhale, fold forward. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, go back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Drop the left heel, step the right foot forward, warrior 1. Rise up, inhaling. And then exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, lower, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale to down dog. Drop the right heel, step the left foot forward. Inhale, come up, warrior 1. And exhale, drop the hands down. Step back, lower. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, push back, down dog. Great, so I'm not doing any chaturangas. I have an elbow issue. And I encourage you to modify as you need in your practice. 2 more breaths here. Exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Look up, go forward, feet to the hands. Fold down. Inhale, Utkatasana. Exhale to standing Samastitihi. Again, inhale, arms up, sit. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lift halfway. Exhale, go back. Land, elbows bent. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, hips up, down dog. Drop the left heel, step the right foot forward. Inhale, warrior one. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back. Right heel down, step the left foot forward. Rise up, breathe in. And exhale, hands to the floor. Step back, lower. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back. 3 breaths again. Look up again, go forward, feet to the hands. Pull down. Sit down, Utkatasana. And up to standing Samasthiti. Last one, inhale, sit. Arms up, look up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, make your way back. Inhale, up dog. And exhale, push back. Downward dog. Drop the left heel, step the right foot forward. Virabhadrasana 1, come up. Exhale, hands to the floor. Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, pull forward, back bending. And exhale, hips up. Drop the right heel, step the left foot forward. Rise up. Exhale, hands down, step back, lower. Inhale. And exhale, downward facing dog. 3 rounds of your breath again. Look up to the hands, step forward, float forward, and fold. Sit chair pose. And up to standing Samasthiti. Your hands to your hips, separate your feet, pelvic bone space apart. Squeeze the elbows in, lift the chest up, breathe in, and exhale, fold down. Legs and exhale, fold down, pulling on the toes. Lift halfway again, straighten the elbows and the spine. Put your hands underneath your feet, toes to the wrists. Step on your feet, push your toes into your feet. Exhale, fold down, bend the elbows and pull on your hands like you're trying to pull them out from underneath your feet. Move your shoulders away from your ears and breathe. Lift halfway again. Straighten the arms, bring your hands to your hips, and rise up to standing. Bring your feet together to touch. Step your right foot back. Keep your props close if you need them. And turn your right toes to the back of the mat. Utthita Trikonasana, triangle pose. Drop the right hand with the left arm. Try to turn your front ribs up. Left arm goes up and eyes up, breathing. Push your feet into the floor. And try to make a straight line from your tailbone to the top of your head. Rise up standing. Pivot the feet. Triangle pose left side. Left hand down, right arm up. Same thing, anchor down with your feet, stretch your spine. Tailbone to the crown of the head, looking up. Rise up, pivot the feet so you're facing the back of the mat. Drop the left hand down, revolved triangle, level your hips, straighten your spine, no rounding, just twisting. Lift the right arm up. Then look up to the right hand. The inhales, you try to stretch the spine longer. Exhales, turning the ribs to the right. Look right at your right hand. Your left heel, push it into the floor. Rise up standing. Ooh. Pivot the feet. Both feet facing forward. Push your right heel down. Right hand goes down and lift your left arm up. Look at your left hand. Rise up standing. And step up to the top of the mat. Same thing. Right foot steps back. Big wide stance. Warrior two legs. So sink down into your right leg. Drop the right hand to the floor or elbow to the knee. Push your left heel toward the back of the mat. Reach your left hand forward and look up at your left hand. Inhales, try to get longer. Exhales, turn the ribs. Push the knee toward the right side of your mat. Rise up, pivot the feet, same thing, left side. Bend big, left knee. Left hand down or left elbow to the knee. Reach the right hand forward to the front of the mat. And turn the ribs up, look up at the right hand. Exit, rise up, pivot the feet. Warrior one legs or come into a lunge, lift the back heel if you can't keep the heel down. The left hand can come to the floor and the right arm can lift and then reach it forward. Or the full pose, left elbow comes to the outside of the right knee, left hand to the floor, twist to the right, reach the right arm forward, push into the left heel. Rise up, pivot the feet, second side. Bend the left knee. Right elbow to the knee or hand to the floor. Twist to the left, reach with the left, push into the right heel. Breathe. Rise up standing and step up to the top of your mat. Just take a breath. Breathe in and exhale. Step your right foot back again. This time your feet are parallel. Hands come to the hips. Squeeze the elbows in. Prasarita Padottanasana. We do 4. Lift the chest. Inhale and exhale. Fold down. The first one, the hands land on the floor. You walk them through the legs with the fingertips facing the same direction as the toes. And like chaturanga arms, bend your elbows 90 degrees. Try to get your head on the floor. Maybe you need to separate your feet wider to do that, or toward the floor and fold down. Your shoulders away from your ears. Shoulders go up toward the ceiling. Bring your hands to your hips and rise up. Same thing, squeeze the elbows in, lift the chest up, and exhale, fold down. This time your hands stay on your hips. You squeeze the elbows in toward one another. Lean forward toward the fronts of the feet, and then push your heels into the floor, head on the floor, fold. Roll the spine up. You can soften your knees to rise up. Then arms out to side. Bring the hands together, bind the hands together. Push the palms together, lift the chest up, straighten the arms. Breathe in. On your exhale, you fold down again. You can let the palms come apart. The hands try to reach the floor overhead. Same thing, 5 breaths. Push your feet down, anchor down. Roll up. Hands to the hips, lift the chest up, inhale, and exhale, fold. Grab your toes, peace fingers, wrap around the big toes again. Straighten the arms in the back, breathe in, exhale, fold, pulling on the toes. Your elbows work toward your shin bones. Don't touch, but in that direction, head on the floor. Lift halfway, straighten your arms in the back, then hands come to the hips. And you rise up and step up. We take a few breaths standing, top of the mat, drop the hands down. Stand nice and tall. Your arms out to side. You can grab opposite elbows here, or hidden prayer. The palms come together behind the back. You step the right foot back. So your hips facing the back of the mat. Push the hands together and pull the elbows back with the chest up. Exhale, fold down. Both heels stay on the floor. Working to get your chin toward your right shin bone. Rise up standing, pivot the feet, same thing, second side, fold. Keep pushing the palms together and lifting the elbows. And release the hands, step up to the top of the mat. Okay, longest pose, I would say hardest pose. Utthita Hasta Padangusthasana. So you can work with your knee here. This is where I want to work, but I'm going to go farther. So this is cool. You're just balancing on one leg. If you can, grab your big toe with your right hand. Left hand stays on the hip. Stretch the right leg long. If both legs are straight, pull your right hip back, right shoulder back, and then fold, working to get your chin to your shin bone again. Anchor down with your left foot. Lift your chest up. Bring the right leg to side now, look to the left. Bring it forward again. Legs straight, you fold. Inhale, come up if you folded, and release the right foot. Keep it lifted, both hands to the hips. 5, breathe. Lift your leg up. 4, 3, chest up. 2, and 1, release. Oh, shake out your legs. Second side. Left hand to the knee or find your left big toe. The right hand stays on the hip. Ready? I'm not. Ready, straighten the leg. If both legs are straight, you fold, chin to the shin bone. Pull your right hip back and your right shoulder back. Lift your chest up if you're standing straight. Leg goes side, look to the right. Lift the chest, drop the left hip. Bring the leg forward, both legs straight, you can fold again. Rise up if you folded, let go, hands to the hips, lift the chest, breathe. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, let it go. Yowza. Okay, easy tree pose. Or if you're going for the full pose, right foot comes to half lotus. If you can, I don't think today's my day, my hips are feeling super tight. The right hand goes back. You find the right big toe again. You can stay here or work to fold. If you fold, the left hand, toes line up, or the fingers line up with the left toes. You fold toward the left leg, chin to the shin bone. That's what watching Netflix all day does to you. Tight. Rise up and release. Just leave it here.
Right.
Shake out your legs. Second side. Easy tree pose. Or maybe half lotus left leg. And both sides will be different, so don't force it. I'm going to stay here. Go where you need to go. Breathe. If you're standing, try to get taller. Folding, the right fingertips line up with the right toe tips. Rise up if you folded. And release. Come to the top of your mat, inhale the arms up. And exhale, fold forward. Lift halfway, inhaling, and exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha, up dog. And exhale, back to downward facing dog. Take a breath, breathe in. And exhale. Look up, come forward, step or float, feet to the hands. Lengthen, inhale. Exhale, fold down. Rise up, sit down, chair pose. This time we stay for 5. Instead of reaching your hands forward this way, reach them straight up. Maybe you push the palms together, the eyes are lifted, gaze lifted, sit low, squeeze your legs, breathe, lean into your heels. Straighten the arms. Exhale, fold down, Uttanasana. Inhale, Ardha Uttanasana. And exhale, step or float back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, pull forward, up dog. And exhale, push back, downward facing dog. Drop the left heel, step the right foot forward, Virabhadrasana 1. Inhale the arms up, another 5, breathe. Arms are stretched long, gaze is up. Send your right knee forward, bend a lot, and then push into your back heel. Straighten the right leg, pivot the feet, same thing to the back of the mat, left side, warrior 1. Arms stay lifted. Stay for 5, 4, 3, 2. Inhale, reach higher. On your exhale this time, we open warrior 2, left side. Look at your left hand. Straighten the left leg, pivot the feet. Same thing, second side. Warrior 2, look at your right hand. Steady breath. Drop the hands to the floor, step back, Chaturanga. So up dog, inhale. And downward facing dog, exhale. Take 5 breaths here. Look forward where you want your feet to go, which is past your hands. You can step or float your feet there, come to your seats. That's where we can take a little breather. Towel off if you need to. Okay, some seated poses. We obviously have to cut a lot out. And then some upside down poses, some back bending poses. And we're done. Okay. So starting with Paschimottanasana. We're only going to do one. So whatever grip you want to do on your feet, maybe the big toes, grab the big toes. Hands can go on the shin bones or on the floor. You can bind around your feet. You can hold the outsides of the feet. Whatever you're doing, try to walk the hips back, both sitting bones on the floor. The knees can be bent or straight and fold down. Lift halfway, inhaling. On your exhale, you release the pose. We're going to skip all the vinyasas in between. Shake out your legs. Put your hands behind your hips. Fingertips face forward. If it's too intense to have the legs straight, you can bend your knees and come into reverse table pose or upward table pose or upward plank pose. So inhale, lift your hips in some way. Push into the floor hard with your hands. Hips up. Let your head drop back. Drop the hips down. Bend the left knee, stretch the right leg long, Janu Sirsasana. Lift the arms up, turn toward the right leg, like a little twist in your spine, and exhale, fold down. You can hold on to your foot, your shin bone, or binding. The right hand takes the left wrist. Work to get your chin to your shin. Lift up halfway, release the pose. Same thing, second side. Right leg bends, left leg long. Actively push your right foot into your left leg. With the arms, fold down. You're binding, left hand holds the right wrist. Lift halfway, release the pose. Switch the legs, straighten the right leg, bend the left knee. Twisting now, so the left hand goes back. You can wrap your right arm around your left leg or bring the elbow to the outside of the knee. Turn left and look left. Try to keep your spine straight, but twist. Push your left foot into the floor. Look forward, release the pose. Same thing, second side. Play long, right knee bends. Elbow to the outside of the knee, the right hand is back. Pushing down into the floor to keep the spine straight. Look over the right shoulder, breathe. Release the pose. Bring your feet together. Knees wide, Baddha Konasana. Lift the chest up. Squeeze the glutes to try to drop the knees down toward the floor. Hinge at first, so don't round your back yet, but hinge first. Lean forward as far as you can without rounding, and then exhale, fold down, let your head fall. Rise up, open the legs, Upavista Konasana. Not too wide, wide enough so you feel something in your adductors. And then same thing, try to keep the spine straight, get the pelvic bones to come forward, toes face straight up to the ceiling, and exhale, you fold. Your body's going to tell you when to stop. If your chest and belly are on the floor, grab your big toes. Put your chin on the floor. Breathe. Lift halfway, release the pose, bring the legs together, roll onto your backs. We're going to do 2 back bends. We'll start with bridge pose. So bend your knees, put your feet on the floor in line with the pelvic bones, put your hands on the floor. Exhale, and then inhale to come up. Push down with your feet. Roll your shoulders in, and either grab your hands together or grab your heels. Push into the floor with your shoulders as much as you're pushing with your feet. Breathe. Release down, take a breath. Second back bend, bridge or wheel. So wheel, you can put your hands above the shoulders. Fingertips face the same direction as the toes. Push down to lift up. I'm going to stay for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Release. Stretch it out. Reach your hands away from your feet. Big stretch as you inhale, and then exhale, sit up and forward fold. Paschimottanasana, any grip. Just 5 here. Go easy. Release out of it, go onto your backs again. So from here, upside down. We're going to start with shoulder stand. So pull your knees into your chest and then straighten your legs to the sky. If you want to put a block underneath your butt and just rest there with the feet up, do that. Otherwise, send your hips back. Grab a hold of your back. Support it with your hands. Try to walk your hands or your elbows in toward one another. And then lift your feet up to Sarvangasana, shoulder stand. You're staying here for 10. So lift your chin a little bit away from your chest. Avoid looking right or left. Your feet should be pointed to the ceiling. And your hips should be lifting up. Like you want to lift them off your hands, but your hands are there for support. So keep the hands there, but lift your hips and lift your feet. And then breathe. For 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lower the feet back behind you, Halasana. Your hands stay on your back for support if your feet don't touch the floor. If your feet do touch the floor, you can bind your hands behind the back like we did in bridge pose. So your arms lengthen, you push your palms together and push your arms into the floor. Big compressive breaths. Feel the belly and abdominal organs compressing as you take deep breaths here. Big cleansing breaths. Stay for 4, 3, 2, and 1. Feet go up again. Halasana, plow pose. Staying for 5 more. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Slowly lower down. Let your hips land on your hands for Matsyasana, fish pose. The legs go straight. As your legs lower, push your forearms into the floor. Lift your chest up, crown of the head to the floor. Breathing again for 5. Breathe right into the center of your chest. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Bring your chin to your chest, slowly lower down. Release your hands, rest for a moment. And squeeze your knees into your chest. Maybe rock side to side for a sec. You're gonna rise up, roll over your legs, come back to down dog. So going upside down one more time. If you're not familiar with headstand and you need to take your mat to a wall, do that. If you're not comfortable doing it, you don't have to do it, and you can finish off with any final postures that you want to do. Otherwise, we are going upside down. Classic headstand. So you interlace your hands, all except for the pinky fingers. Your elbows should stay in line with your shoulders. Put the top of your head on the floor. Tuck your toes, lift your hips. When you're ready, lift the feet up. Push into the floor with your forearms as if you're going to lift your head off the floor. Lift your shoulders away from your ears. If you can, pike down, lower halfway and hold it for another 5. Slowly lower, take a child's pose. Stay for another 5, rest.
I'm gonna take a shower.
Back to downward dog, stretch it out. Look forward again where you want your feet to go, which is through your hands. Come back to your seats, all the way onto your backs. And then pull your knees into your chest. Squeeze in, let the legs fall to the right. Arms out to a T. Look left. And at this point, just let go of controlling your breath. Let your breath settle. Switch it up. Bring the legs center, let the legs drop to the left and look to the right. Bring the knees back to center. Any final postures that you want to take before resting in Shavasana, take them. Or you arrive in Shavasana. Arms long, the legs long. Your feet wide. And palms face up. And we're going to breathe together 2 rounds. So breathe in and exhale. And then we're going to breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1, and hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe out slowly for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold for 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And exhale for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Just breathe normal. Every exhale, try to relax more. Soften the space between your eyebrows, soften your jaw. Shoulders and hips. Relax, release, let go. Stay connected to your breath. Try not to let your mind exit before your body does. Stay as long as you need in Shavasana. You start to move in small ways first. Fingers, toes, your ankles and your wrists. Eventually your arms and your legs. Stretch out, reach your hands away from your feet. Stretch long like your first morning stretch. As you exhale, bring your knees into your chest. Roll to one side, pausing in the fetal position. And then pressing up to your seats. Lift your arms up and your hands together. Drop your hands to your heart. And lift your heart to your hands. Close your eyes, bow your chin. And again, come back to your breath. One last round of the 4, 7, 8 breath together. So inhale, and exhale, let it go. And breathe in for 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale slow for 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Breathe normally. Put your hands to the space between the brows, the third eye. And as always, thanks for showing up, sharing your light, your energy, your practice, and for trusting me as your guide. Namaste, yogis. Thanks for coming. Have an awesome weekend. I'll be here again tomorrow at 5 with something totally different, but I hope you enjoyed that sort of basic practice. So see you soon. Namaste.